Hey,
Shoot.
Jenny.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, baby, can you hear me?
Yes, hold on. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you? Don't know how to be able to
Hey,
see
Maggie.
myself. Hi.
All right. Hi. So let's go up on the stage.
Okay, can you? Okay.
Share. Uh, invite everyone to come. And um, hello, everybody in YouTube land.
Can you see us?
I see me. Let's see. Where are you?
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Do you see the thing that invites you to video? There you are. Hey.
Okay, here I
How are
am.
you?
Good.
We're both like, oh, our hair. Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Hello, hello.
How you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm good. Oh, I have a message that
Okay.
says the poor network quality. Do you see that?
Yes,
I hear
I
you.
do.
You hear me?
I hear you as too. Actually, when I asked you how you are too, there was a delay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, we will make the best of because I don't know what to do about this.
Okay.
There is, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but if we're just gonna pretend everything's fine.
Okay. So, are we starting? Is
Yeah,
this all
we're
started?
on.
All right, everybody,
Yeah,
welcome
we're on.
to our show.
Expanded
With
minds.
Expanded Minds. And we have Jenny, Lightwalker, Skyworker, Light Worker. She's a Jedi Knight. She's all that and 3 bowls of grits. No, 300 bowls of poi, because I love poi. And of course, as you know, I'm multi-dimensional Maggie. And this is what's
Yeah.
happening as we kick the hour off. Let's get this party started, right? Let's get this party started
I
quickly.
know we're
Okay,
celebrating tonight. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Well,
it's
it's
her birthday,
actually
y'all.
it's a few days after my birthday, but it's my birthday
It's
party
her
tonight.
birthday. So here we go, gang. Ready?
Ooh.
Wait, hold
Sweet.
on.
Nice.
Okay. Now, everybody, ready? Clear it out. Here we go. Happy birthday to you, Jenny Spiritualist.
Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday to you, Jenny Spiritualist. Happy birthday, dear Jenny Spiritualist. Happy birthday to you. May the Christ child in universe bless you. May the Christ child in universe bless you. May the Christ child and universe bless you in all directions of time and everything you do, all your dreams and imaginings and everything, and your desires for Mr. President. May the Christ child and universe bless you
Oh, thank you
and
so
many
much.
more.
What?
Okay, so let's blow it out. Ready?
Wait, let me
Wait, I
make a wish.
make a wish. Yeah. Right. You tell me.
1, 2, 3.
Perfect. Happy birthday,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, now you have the prettiest voice. You just have the most beautiful, prettiest voice. Thank you. That was very special.
Well, we do wish you a very happy birthday. And we do know that our birth and coming into this 3D reality, that you have come to do great and wondrous and beautiful things, and also quite a bit of hard work. And we just want to be thankful for you on your birthday. And to each and every one of you, always know that you matter. And your birthdays, while some people don't celebrate them, like School of Greatness, that young man, his father never absorbed his birthday so that he would not age. And so, like he said, when he was younger, it bothered him. But as he got older, he realized because his dad was trying to teach them there was no time. But I think we can do
Oh,
time and we can do no time. And we're celebrating.
yeah, I feel like if this is part of the illusion, let's roll with it, you know? I mean, I'm cool
The
with
fun
every
part,
age.
especially
Every
the
age
fun
is,
part.
yeah, I mean, it's a recognition that you're, to pay, it's like more attention centered on you, than some people are comfortable with a birthday, and other people like me love a birthday. And it's interesting because this is the first year that I did not celebrate birthday month. I usually celebrate birthday month, and for some reason, and I think it's part of just coming into a deeper awakening state where I guess I'm detached. I don't really need it. I know that Jenny's just an aspect of who I am, and my birth has set me up for this, but like
Mhm.
we get to decide who we want to be. Um,
That's
we have free will. So we might have had a plan coming in, and you're allowed to change it. And, not that I would. I mean, I'm not looking to change it. I've been exploring what it is for so long that I pretty much decided for my own self. Like, I came here, and I think we all did, but like, speaking for myself, to just hold frequency and to just be here and to be here is just to create and experience life is really the mission. I
mm-hmm.
didn't used to think that. I used to think some people are down here to be doctors and lawyers and, you know what I mean? Like to be all the things.
Yeah,
And I don't think that anymore.
yeah. And that's
I
why,
mean,
like,
if it's your
we
passion,
are
great. But like, if it's not your passion, I don't think you're messing anything up.
right. And that is why we are beautiful at every age. That's what's so important about grasping, because you sort of need to be sexy, crazy, wild when you're young. You sort of need to go through these ups and downs, try different things, success, failure, kind of figure out, oh my God, I bought into the matrix. I don't want to be this. I want to do this, whatever, whatever. But as
I
you
bought
age
into the
through,
Matrix.
well, yeah, but also there's wisdom that you couldn't get any
Yes.
other way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
It's true.
it's like those later years. As you know, I am also up there in age too, and I am very proud to be old. And I'm just
I'm
saying
older
that,
than you.
are
I'm
you
older than you. Yeah. I'm
like 2 years
56.
or 1 year? Oh, I'm 1 year behind you,
56.
girl. 1 year is,
Hey,
yeah, we have.
Woody.
Hmm?
I was saying hi to Woody. I see he's joined us.
Hi, Woody.
So yeah, I mean, I just want to keep rocking and rolling. My goal is to be 100.
Yeah, I want to be
I
one
think it'd
too.
be cool to be 300 or something, but like in this physical body, I don't know how I don't know how that would look.
Well, with CRISPR on the horizon, like
True.
CRISPR has long been on the horizons, and the second telomere has been capped, and that is actually becoming more and more available. You're going to have to, of course, watch who you get CRISPed from, because if they don't know what they're doing, just like a surgeon, if they don't know what you're doing, you might end up with a, second leg coming out of your neck. but they are going to be able to lengthen the telomeres, and they are going to be able to do things. The tech that's coming out is unbelievable. But as they say,
Yes.
the elite will have it available to them first, and then it'll trickle down. But the opportunity to age is coming up. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, in our lifetimes. In our lifetimes, which is so interesting, isn't it? Inger! Inger's here. She's welcome
Hi,
to the
Inger.
party.
Yeah.
Inger Shay.
Inger Shea, is that who
You
you'll
want
be
to?
heading off to the party with?
No, she lives Pennsylvania.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Inger Shea,
So
I'm praying for
no, but
you. Been talking to a lot of the people in Ohio and Palestine, and I know that situation is affecting a lot of people in Pennsylvania. So we're praying for you.
yeah, it's there's a lot going on, and there's a lot going on to be stressed out about, but there's also a lot of good in the world, and I think just
Hmm.
keep focusing on the beautiful love that you have to offer, and you know, certainly not taken away from anybody's pain. It's just we gotta focus on the good stuff, right? So that what we focus on grows.
Well, here's the deal. Our spiritual tools actually make us very strong to deal with anything. Like, I am a rubber meets the road kind of gal. If you're going to put a catastrophe in front of me, I'm going to triage that mofo and take care of it. And this is the deal. In the islands of Oahu, in Hawaii, the Navy has poisoned our largest aquifer.
Yeah.
One cup, multiple straws. So I've been helping assist in that. And now I've been helping assist with the Ohio Palestine thing as well. I've also been learning a lot
Wow.
from Camp Lejeune. And this is the deal: focus on the positive and all that stuff. We're not here to slap positive toxicity over true tragedy. The bottom line is that
No,
our
exactly.
soil actually make us the light in those darkest places. And so what we've learned here in Hawaii, we've actually been networking with groups in Palestine, Ohio, and Pennsylvania on what needs to be done, what kind of labs we suggest, how to save the paperwork, working with the proper lawyers, all those things. And so it's interesting because
Yeah.
something that was very negative, now that I'm starting to walk through it, and it's given me tremendous wisdom that couldn't have gotten any other way. And I've been able to
Right.
help thousands of people now. And I'm sure as I age, ba-ba, I'll be able to help more.
Well, yeah, but can you share how people like on the outside could best help people like you who are on the inside?
Well, I feel like it ranges, right? Spectrums. I always call them spectrums. But it's like,
Right.
first and foremost, I think, if you can't do anything, like people are in a lot of financial struggling right now. So if you can't give, if you do give, make sure you're giving to a certified like receiver. There's going to be so much mayhem that comes out of it. You would want to contact a legal firm or a head person leading it. Like one lady that I'm working with, her name is Melissa in the Palestine, Ohio group, and she's networking with all the Pennsylvanias and everybody because it serves 5 million people. And more and more researchers are coming out. You want to make sure if you do gift to somebody, it's actually going to the people. But actually,
Yeah.
what I was going to say first and foremost is I would say get in your quiet place, go into the silence and pray for people and
Yep.
imagine like and see them getting healthy, see them getting medical attention because that's what they always do. They don't give medical attention. They lie, deny and stall and people don't get what they need.
Yeah.
So we need to pray for them and imagine and see. And then if you are so inclined and you find valid points of entry to communicate, place your positive messages. Like tell them we see you, we believe you, we are encouraging you, we are praying for you. In a more practical way, if you're in there, it's a matter of really helping people to get into the correct law firms.
Okay.
Unfortunately, what is like really difficult is that, Uh, a lot of times, without an equal or greater force, a naughty boy or girl is not going to do the right thing. So, unfortunately, a lot of times, the only way to actually get the positive change you want is to file your claim with a proper law firm that's actually doing something about it. You ought to really do your research, and you need to talk to key point people so that you can be sure that sometimes what law firms will do is they'll take on cases with no intent of doing anything because they're in the pockets of the chemical
Oh my
companies.
gosh, that's terrible.
You really have to do, yep. And this is a really great time to watch Erin Brockovich.
Hmm.
Just go on site, try to track her post. Recently, this past week, I had to actually correct one of her posts that she put a post up in relation to them and us, but it was incorrect. And we actually helped correct it, which helps her, which helps everybody because it doesn't
Great.
give you like fantasy hope. But this, I'm going to just
Right.
say this, this stuff is really, really, really tough stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why our spiritual gifts, we are not just like uh, pixie dust fairies
No, I
that
think
don't,
spiritual warriors would be more the way to, right? Spiritual
yeah.
warriors,
The
fighting
thing is,
for justice
I love,
but fighting for the positive love
yeah. And
side,
even the
not the
fairies,
evil side.
even the Jedi Knights, even like the most like pray for the plants, pray for the animals. Like we're
Yeah.
just hearing about like all the fish dying, the animals dying, their pets dying. Like, you
Hmm.
know, send out those if you're
Oh,
like
it's
not a
in the air. It's in the air. It's in the atmosphere. It's on the plants and animals.
yesterday they
Yeah.
had a thick foam of white blanket, a chemical fallout from the sky, which they're still
Mm.
trying to ascertain. And that's they really need to have biohazard stuff to be able to take cultures of this, so
Yeah.
we just sometimes our path in life is to face some really hard things, and then we
Hmm.
just
Yep.
do our Jedi Knight on it and walk through it as bravely as we can.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I give you a lot of credit for being one of the people, who's actually, I know you didn't want this, but
No,
you
no.
you've been leading in your area with what you're doing, and that's such a brave thing to do.
Thank you. I've
Yeah.
learned a lot. I can tell you, I've learned a lot about so many things I never ever wanted to know about.
I I know, I know,
I didn't
right?
know this is a specialty, like to the level that I've learned now. It's
Yeah,
actually a
I
real
know.
super specialty, and it's like, wow, this is incredible. Why don't more people know about this, or why isn't mainstream able to treat this? Why must you like go through all the way outside of the system to find the answers? And like then you start to find out,
Mhm.
oh, it was designed that way so that
Yeah.
you won't survive, so that no one can be saved. And it's like, oh, okay. Oh, this is another game. I guess I'm on the level 10. Like
Yeah,
dun,
see?
dun,
Yeah, exactly.
dun, 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 dun,
You
dun,
just
dun, dun.
kept going up
You
the
start
levels.
to-
You kept
Yeah.
going up the levels. You kept getting more health and more life and going up the levels. You didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, no, I give you a lot of credit though. And like I said, I know, we pray and all that, but like tangible help too helps, and that's why I was asking if there was any firm organization that you would recommend as donating to, because some people will donate to the ones that use all the money and administrative fees, and we don't want that.
Right. I have it like on another, like it's actually on my phone.
You don't,
So
it's okay. You know what? I'm going to just say, if anybody's interested, go to Maggie's YouTube, which is 8 I am Maggie on YouTube, and there are all your videos, and so you can directly get in touch with you,
oh,
right?
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be the
Yeah.
best bet. Hey, Valerie,
Hi, Woody.
we got some more people coming in. So, And I didn't change the little question, but if anybody has anything they'd like to share, this is our Expanded Minds hour is kind of about whatever we want to talk about. Right, Maggie? We kind of talk about whatever we want to talk about.
That's right.
And it's also about expanding the way your perspectives on things, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
way we look at things, as well as expanding our sometimes we talk about spiritual minds, sometimes we talk about physical minds, and not just attitudes. But I do think tonight that's a good way of starting off, though, is talking about the attitudes around tragedies and around how to be jumping in there with a real proactive approach in a horrible situation, even if you're
Yes.
not the leader or the one that's you don't even see. Sometimes, like, I know when there's like I live in New York, so when there was 9/11 or Hurricane
Mhm.
Sandy or these things that hit my community, it was easy to feel un like what's the word? You're just one of so many, and it just seemed very what can I do, right? What am I gonna do?
Mhm.
And and then that's when it hits home, like in your area, you start to realize, oh, I can do a lot. I can donate clothes because I think of all these people who are sick and they've lost homes, they can't get back in their homes. They need anything. So there's going to be, or
Anything.
anything, anything. So you can look from food items to clothing. And I know that's what I tend to do is go into dig in the closets and see people don't realize they need socks and underwear and clothes. Not that I give my socks and underwear, but just like shoes. I've donated shoes before that were barely worn because I'm like, they could use them. They could use things that even if you
Shampoo,
donate stuff, yeah,
soap,
shampoo, like everything.
laundry
So it doesn't have to be
detergent.
giving big money. It doesn't even have to be. Some people donate their time, but it can just be something maybe that you have like a even a backpack, that your kid
Mhm.
used and it's still in really good shape, but you're not going to use it anymore. Something
Mhm.
like that is because these people in tragedies, they have nothing, nothing,
And a big
or
one is
they,
bottled water.
mm,
A big one is
yeah,
bottled water. There's a place out here on Oahu that is very badly poisoned, and we do monthly water drives to take water out to that community because
oh
they're
wow,
in a community there. It's not, they need help. And they are
yeah,
having a shower with the bottled water, wash their hair with the bottled water, drink
everything with the bottled water,
everything. So
wash
bottled
clothes,
water. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
wow,
So
everything,
yeah. And then that creates a whole nother thing. When you come to their homes, their living rooms, hallways is all filled with either full or empty bottles of water.
mm, mm-hmm.
So a lot, there's just a lot of ways you might think of. Sometimes people get together, like one group, and they like made blankets or, to try.
Yeah.
One thing, they made a bunch of snack packs for the children to try to like so that the children could still feel love in the midst of all this.
That's so
You know,
nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's wonderful.
There's
Yeah, you can get creative. I mean, people do really imaginative, creative things just to show their support, show their love. Even writing cards. Sometimes just writing cards to people,
right.
and send them to the post office for, community. They spread them out to like civic organizations or churches,
Hmm.
that where people congregate and give
Hmm.
out cards that are even if you're not really writing to a person, just dear loved one in the area, right? Just know we're over here thinking about you, praying for you, and to tie in that community feeling more because it's a real personal touch.
Yes. And what
There's
will be
letter writing
interesting too,
campaigns, cards. Yeah.
you will also find at times petitions also to support people who are affected. Of course, you're going to use your spidey skills again, but certain ones you might want to join on to as they're like, because each group always ends up eventually petitioning Congress and the government for help. so that people can get true medical care, true, support in their homes and the lands and the animals and everything. So you would kind of find out who that is. Like in Camp Lejeune, Jerry Esminger, he would be that guy you would network with. Over here, it's like Jeswell Law, Christina Bear, and a couple of us other ladies, Jamie Simic, Mandy Felt, um, myself, and Ernie Lau with the water supply. So you're going to start to kind of figure out who's associated to higher order values and is actually making the difference they came here to make.
Amen.
Yeah.
Love it. That's good. Now, I know on YouTube, we should go in the show notes and add some of these names and numbers. I'll go back in after this weekend.
Okay. Yeah.
After this
Happy
weekend, so you guys see this on
birthday!
YouTube, you can go and see all the numbers and names and stuff. If you want to
Yeah.
forward that contact information, we'll attach it to this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's the
So I want
that's the
to
one
ask
thing
you a
about.
question. Oh,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What?
we have a delay on this. I apologize. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I was just gonna say that in on Fireside, one of the things is, the show doesn't have like written things where I'm writing out show notes and leaving it on there the way that you do like a YouTube channel. So I'm directing people over to YouTube. We'll get more information to you if you go over to YouTube and look at spiritualish.tv. Is my website, but spiritualish is my on YouTube. Or go, like I said, to 8 I am Maggie. Do you already have this information posted on your YouTube?
No, I have been, due to the climate here, I have not done a whole lot. My channel is for my business. When
Okay.
I have some things going on in relation to all that. So later on, as that
Okay.
resolves more, I will serve more people at this point in time once some certain things get
Yeah,
resolved.
we could put it on mine. It's fine. Just
Yeah.
letting people know that see this where you can go to find numbers and names. Anyway, so
Mhm.
what were you going to say before I interrupted you?
So I wanted to ask you, like, it's your birthday. What is your
Yeah.
ideal, like, birthday? Uh, like, what is like a birthday plan for you? Like, what do you like? Some people they want to like dig a hole in the sand and bury themselves. Like, we're not talking about anyone here, or they might want
That's
to
not
like
my idea of fun.
howl at the moon, with the fire pit kind of thing, or with no fire pit. They
Hmm.
just like I don't know who that would be, but anyway, I want to know like because we're getting to know you.
So, yeah, one of my favorite things to do is to go out to eat.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like
good
to go out to
food.
restaurants and eat food. Um,
I love
yeah,
that.
so I've got some neighborhood friends that are going to take me out tonight, and we're going to a local restaurant to support the local business. Because they were like, "Where do you want to go?" And I was like, "Just down the street." And they were like, "But we could go anywhere. We could go here and here and here." And I was like, "Yeah, but if we go right here, that's supporting it's a family owned restaurant." And so I'm like, give them our money. They have great food, and it's called Cantina Bay, and it's a Mexican
Woo.
restaurant, and it's literally I could walk to it. So I'm excited to hang local.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they got yummy food. So I feel like it's another thing, talking about supporting people in need, like just even just helping your own neighborhood, even if your neighborhood's doing fine, like even if there aren't problems, because the world right now, the more we do in our communities, the stronger our communities are, the stronger we network. That's new earth energy. It's not this, oh, I wish I was over there in France having, I mean, if you're in France, that's great, but like, why wish somewhere that I'm not? How about be where I'm at and kind of grow where I'm planted and nurture what's around me, because then you're putting your energy into in a real tangible way. I mean, I listen all day long. I work on Zoom, so I work with people who are not in my area. But when I can pay more attention to my area, I think it's important.
Yes. And there's
Yeah.
no wrong. You can hold France. Like, it's funny you said that because I've had three people come up to me this week and tell me how great the food is in France because they just ate in France. And now you're bringing up France again. But I know
I don't know,
France
it just hit
again.
me. I was like, in France, they have fabulous food. I'm sure I've never been, but
I see London. I see France. I see London, France. And actually, I have this in one of my dream boards. I am in a different life track and I am drinking coffee and eating in a little cafe in France. So, anyway, this is kind of
a
fun.
croissant.
No, it's not a croissant, it's something else. It's more chocolatey. But I'm
Okay.
also just sitting back, and somebody is with me, and he's very handsome. You know who that is yet? And he's very nice. And we're people watching, and it's just, all I know is it's a very relaxed. I have lots of visions of being in Italy, Greece, all over the place, Spain.
Ooh,
I'm sure that I will
nice.
really match with Spain. But you know, the thing is, we can hold France in our hearts, and we can love where we are now, like you said. And I
Yes.
love that too.
Yes.
I really support a lot of locals here too. Like if I am doing anything, I try to get it from the local farmers or the markets with the local people bringing out their wares. Or
Yeah.
if I need something, try to find out like what small mom and pop has it going on and how that I can support them as everybody's sort of doing their very best to come through a very challenging time on earth.
Yes. We're all doing the best we can do, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
doing great,
So,
really, because
what?
I said, and we're doing great, really.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone really,
Well,
it's not
listen,
done, but
doing the best you can is doing fantastic. Yes.
that's right.
Hmm. In the moment, for sure. So I just want to reach out to anybody who's in the audience and say if you guys want to, if anybody wants to come up or talk or say something,
Oh,
just hit the
no.
speaker button. We'd love to meet you. That's one of the things that Maggie and I were excited about doing this program was to,
Talk to you.
just, yeah, talk to you and meet other people and socialize and kind of network and just get to see what you're about. So don't be shy if you want to say something. Um, Tell us
In
where
the
you're from.
moment.
Yeah. And
Woody, Woody,
Woody
Inger,
was on here
Shay,
before. Woody was on
Moan,
here before, I
Deb.
remember. Anyway,
Hi.
so the other thing I wanted to talk about tonight had to do
Okay.
with something that I was so enlightened to put some the things I do in my coaching. I've got kind of like a coaching mastermind, and we've been doing heart coherence, um, and then in Brian Scott's group we were doing heart coherence. But what I did was I've paired it up with the human design work. Do you know your human design, Maggie?
No, I don't know what you're referring to. I mean, I have my own concept of my human design, but I don't know what you speak of.
No, there's okay.
Please
So
share with us.
there's a framework called human design that was created by
Mhm.
Ra Uru Hu. I think he's passed away, but
Okay.
this guy channeled work, channeled information. He wrote out, he got access to like all these different codes, and it's how we use our energy, which I've always found very interesting because I am in human design, I'm a projector. And if I did your chart, Maggie, I'm guessing you'd be a manifester, but I have no idea. We would have to see. So there's five different types, and then there's different channels and different gates and different um, incarnation crosses. There's a whole thing to it. Anyway, so what I did was put together the human design and the quantum teachings that I kind of do and heart coherence into like this new offer that's going to start next Thursday. So I thought I'd just mention it out there. If anybody's interested in this, to just reach out to me and ask me about it because I can share with you. It's it's just, I think it's going to be really fun because it's also about manifesting, but the focus is really on your nervous system and really on your um, magnetically attract. We all magnetically attract. Like it's so we're putting the electrical
Yeah.
out and the magnet out to come back, and but with this human design overlay kind of concept so that you can it's very unique to you. Like in my group, I tell everybody kind of like how to do things like from a as if there's one way, like, oh, do this. But actually, when you know
Mm-hmm.
your
Mm-hmm.
own energy centers and you activate your own light codes and you activate your own DNA in a
Mm-hmm.
way that you are designed. And quantum human design is even a newer concept over the human design. It blew me away when I did it for myself, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta share. So I love to share these teachings and stuff. So it's a product. I mean, it costs money, but it's like something that for a 2-month program, I think people will get a lot out of it. And so just ping me and I will tell you about it. So I am just
And the thing
what do you
about it
call it?
is that then,
Shamelessly promoting myself.
no, what there's no shame in promoting yourself. It
No,
is a gift to
shameless.
the world, an exchange of
Yeah.
energy and giftings. But when you do this, you're going to be able to show up in the world large and in charge the way you're meant to be. So, you want to hit up Jenny Spiritualist's class. Jenny, could you please let us know, like, I know it'll be in the details, but just say it out loud for everybody,
Hmm.
like where they would go.
So can't remember I'll tell you where to go. If you
Okay.
go onto Facebook and you go to
Okay.
Jenny Friedman and you see my face,
Yeah.
I just posted about
Mm-hmm.
it today. And in the first comment is a link that takes you to the sales page that
Okay.
has all the details, the when and the what we're doing
Okay.
and the specifics. So I'm on all the socials basically as Spiritualish. So if you also go to
Mhm.
Spiritualish on
Mhm.
Facebook, it's there in the first comments. I didn't make it in
Okay.
the post because if you post something with a link, social media doesn't share it. But if you put it in the
Okay.
link in the comments, you know, then then it'll go around the algorithm a little bit more. It's social media, they're making money. It's a business.
Yes.
So yeah.
It sounds like an awesome class, Jenny, and thank you for sharing it with
Yeah.
us.
And what about you, Maggie? What are you up to that you want to share with people to come and be a part of your stuff?
Well, I'm posting something every
I
day.
really commend you on
Recently, I
your YouTube channel. You've been cranking it. You've been doing good. You've been doing real
well,
good.
I'm going to get even better, especially as I build my
Yeah.
team. But you always have to start somewhere. And I think the beautiful part about it is I'm showing up crazy all over, you know, some days good, some days bad. The thing that I'm doing though is I'm showing up. This past week was a little rough because I had a couple deaths in the family and some other
I'm
things.
sorry.
But you just pick up. I call it. Well, I'm also been helping several people who are having some serious health stuff. And the way I describe it is we will ride it till the wheels fall off. So we're going to like have the most joy we can. My whole
Yes.
thing is keeping people out of the hospital and having a high quality life. And there's always something you can do, something in your knowledge. But I'm also posting just interesting little shorts of areas, different places in Hawaii, different foods, which are kind of fun too. And every now and then my beautiful voice. The other thing too, though, is I am going to be digging down into the trenches to bring forth some coursework to be able to make available to you too. So I will be letting you know as soon
That's
as I get
cool.
it. And
That's exciting. I do
yeah,
watch your videos and I really enjoy them. I will say also, um, Brian Scott, I always talk
yeah,
about his Reality Revolution, right? Is a YouTube channel, it's a Facebook group, it's a whole thing. And the meditations that he does and all the different information he shares. And those healing on his channel, the healing meditations I've been sharing with my clients, especially this week, because there's been a lot of people that I know that just had surgeries or
Yeah.
having like inflammation type problems. And it's interesting how I don't know what's going on astrologically, but it does seem to be. I'm becoming more aware. I've been sending out a lot of his healing videos. I've been like going back and finding, oh, here's another one. Here, try this one. Do this one and this one. It's the best meditation. So, a shout out to Brian's work. I love recommending his channel to everybody.
So that's Brian Scott, Reality Revolution. Please check it out. And he does go live each and every day. So if you are there for the premiere of a video, please jump on to the live chat. There is just such a beautifully supportive group in there. We are all looking forward to meeting you. Jot down some things in the live chat. If you can't be there at the live chat, that's still okay. You're still going to get the energy, frequency, and vibration of the podcast.
Yeah.
But do hit like, do hit subscribe, and hit it so that you will get all notifications and leave a beautiful comment. The other thing is with your YouTube, let's say as you're going through Brian's body of work is very, very extensive. Some videos are going to do more for you than others. So the ones that you really resonate with that are helping you, you want to listen to them more than once so they can entrain, and what needs to be cleansed out can be lifted easily, and you can move into that higher vibrational life track, because the life tracks are literally about not, they're 90 degrees, they're stacked on each other. So one tiny vibrational shift and you walk into a new you.
Yeah.
So what I'm encouraging you to do is when you find the ones that really ring your bell, you can ring my bell. You know, Brian Scott, when you find those ones, go over and save them. Make yourself a playlist of, you know, what is ringing your bell and what is like hitting that DNA, what is lengthening that telomere, what is lifting up that mind, what is opening that heart out, what is helping you to release the trash. And you just keep listening to them. You know, he has
No, it's true. I recommend him all the time. And I was watching, so I saw you were on there, but I was in the middle of doing something else. I couldn't jump on the feed, the live feed, but I was watching with I can't remember her name, but yesterday, what was that? I forgot her name, but
Maureen Saint Germain.
yes, that's
Mm-hmm.
her. Yes. And I was then went into the Discord group maybe the day before.
Mm-hmm.
So, but every
Oh
time I
yes.
try to comment as I can, because exactly, you get so much out of it. And when you comment, it helps kind of solidify the thought for me. Like, yeah, right. And I'm sharing. But it was the day before in the Discord group. Do you remember, Maggie, that we were talking about the quantum jumping, and you asked me if I did it, and that was another one where I was in the middle of something. When I did it later, I did the actual meditation later. And then we said, oh, wait, we can't share with each other because he said, don't say anything. Do you remember that? He said, don't tell anybody what happened in your quantum jump.
Yes, yes.
And then he asked
For the
us,
last video.
did anybody have any experiences? And I was like, Brian, you told us not to share it with anybody. and,
Well,
and he wrote back, he goes, Jenny, you were correct. I did say that. I was like, but I did share because I felt invited to share and I was dying to share. So I did share that I have made a quantum jump. So that's something, if you guys know, was it quantum jumping or quantum surfing?
I think it was quantum jumping.
Quantum jumping, you jump your timeline. You literally go into a different timeline. Talk about expanding your mind. That blows your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that literally blows your mind. And so I don't recommend it for everybody. If you're someone who's working on building stability and consistency, don't quantum jump. But if you're looking to
Have a good fun.
if you're looking to be on an adventure and manifest wild amazingness, then go into his channel and look up the quantum jumping. It does work. Just saying.
So this is actually kind of a good point to make. when you're asking God, the universe, you're saying a prayer like, God, I hate this job. Please help me. And you're thinking he's going to take away XYZ poo poo person. But the next thing you know is you lose your job. The prayer has been answered. You just didn't see it that way. And that's the thing about quantum jumping. We're not telling you what to do or not do. But what we are saying is if you do a quantum jump, things will begin to shift and change. And if you're not prepared for everything to just sort of fall apart so it can come back together in your new life track,
Right.
that can be startling. Now, we're not telling you you can't do things. You know, this is the biggest part too. As we go on our journeys, it's very important that we align with the God within and we learn that discernment on when to push and when to pull and when to sit still. And so just proceed at your own wisdom
Yeah.
and just be aware that when you are praying the prayer or you are doing something to shift a life track, it's going to shift. And sometimes it may appear that you might get poisoned at work and you may lose your job and you may be advocating for a whole island and state. Like it could look completely different than what you thought it was going to look like. So
Yep.
be prepared. The other thing I would like to add though is Brian Scott just created a brand new Discord group. This is a brand new Discord group. They're just kind of, you know how everybody gets in their content and reinvents it, renovates it. Well, he has a brand new Discord group out that he's running. So you do get a chance, please check that out, sign in. There's just some incredible people in there. And if you're sort of, coming along, you sort of want to have somebody to chat with at all hours of the night because people are in different time zones.
That's right.
It's a great place to like communicate with people.
Yeah.
And the other thing is if your question isn't answered immediately, it'll be answered at some type of point.
Yeah. That's cool. I just do you you won't probably know, but like did you see my post about I don't know if I'm in the newest one. Cuz I went into the link and it took me into
I
one and
did.
said you're already in
I'm
it and I
not
was
in.
like I'm already in it? Am I in the old one or am I in the new one?
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
can send you the new one. I will send it to you
I'd
because
appreciate it cuz
I got it
I'm
from.
not convinced I'm in the new one. I might be, but I'm not
I will be
convinced.
happy to send you. I'll be happy to send you the new one. And also, I did see on Brian Scott's Reality Revolution on Facebook, I saw that he reposted the brand new one.
Okay.
So
I
I will
thought
be
I
happy to
clicked
send you
on
what I
that,
have
but
after.
yeah, I was surprised, but then I thought to myself, maybe because we did Reality Con 3 and he maybe started it then,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe that's when I joined and that's why I was already in it, but I'm not sure. I don't really know, so that's why. If you send it to me again, I'd
Okay.
appreciate it, and then we'll see.
I will. And the new one just got, it's got the same picture, but it's reformulated just this week, hot off the press, hot, 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 caliente. So
Very cool.
jump on board.
Very cool. Yeah, and I know we always talk about him, but that's because we're both raving fans of his. Plus, we met there.
Mhm.
We met through him. And so we dig his
Yeah.
work. And we can't stress enough how life-changing it is. So if you're into life-changing stuff and expanding your mind, you can't expand your mind more. The reason I found him was because I love all the things about like the Law of One and channelings and alien,
Mm-hmm.
like information. And
Many topics. Yeah.
and those are my favorite topics on him. I mean, but he has so many. He has things though that I haven't even dug into. Like the one that everybody loves isn't even something that I've even touched. What's that guy that everybody loves? They're always quoting him.
Neville Goddard.
Yes, thank you. Neville Goddard's like everyone loves Neville. If
Yes.
you're a Neville Goddard person, you'll love Brian's material because he does readings. And I think I've only listened to a
And
couple. It doesn't really resonate for me that much. So,
so this is the thing too. If you love Neville Goddard, of course, all things, but just listen to every recording Brian has out. But I also recommend you check out Josiah Brandt, Brandt, with the School of Imagination. He has incredible content that is all focused on Neville's work, and it's really, really done well. And then he also had Shweta come in, Harahan, and she did a class on how Neville Goddard interfaces with present day science and quantum physics. That class is only $75. It's amazing. So for the part of you that goes, no more woo that intellectual, like resistant part, take that course with that School of Imagination with Josiah Brandt. The other person putting out a lot of really good content is Elmer O'Locker. And Elmer O'Locker has a pretty interesting story. His grandfather did not believe in any of this bullshit, and he became, through reluctance, he went to go see Neville Goddard to prove he was wrong and ended up to
Oh,
proving it was
wow.
right. And so you want to check out, and Elmer O'Locker too, I don't want to pull out all the stops. He has a very, very, very interesting story. If any of you have ever been in prison, please go look over at Elmer O'Locker's story because it's really deep and how the principles of Neville got him out. And now he's out helping so many. So you're into Neville. And the other thing too, they did the very first Mad Mystic tour with the School of Imagination, Josiah Brandt, led by Shweta Hiraharan. And it was in Manhattan, of course. And what they do is you go to New York. If you want to go to the retreat, and then you go into the city, but they take you to all the places where Neville arrived from Barbados, and they take you where he lived. They take you to the spot where Abdullah kept slamming the door in his face. He kept saying, I'm not in Barbados. And Abdullah would slam the door. You are in Barbados. And he would have to, and he was teaching in principles, but it shows you this whole life story. If you're into Neville, you really want to check these resources out. Anyway, they had the first one last year, September, and I do believe they're going to have it again this year. So it really is a powerful experience. You go all over New York, and Neville was a dancer, so you get to see cha cha cha, cha cha cha. You get to see where he lived. You get to see
That's
his.
cool.
Well, we were supposed to go have his favorite. Yeah, so all things Neville. Now, I want to say something before I el forgato. I was talking to a really beautiful lady who would love to come on to our show, and she was saying, I said, no, you should come on. I'm going to talk to Jenny maybe next week, like, and she was like, really sweet. Nobody take this wrong. But she was like, you know, I really like to, talk to her a few times, get to really know her. And I said to her, hey, I don't really know her. We're getting to, like, we talked maybe once, and then we started the show. That's what we're doing. And she was like, "Are you serious? You and Jenny just be blowing it up like that?" That's right, girl. We be blowing it up like that. So I don't want to say her name, but your name starts with L, and come on board.
I
We
think
look forward to welcoming each and every one of you.
absolutely. I think that's a beautiful point to make is that this is a real conversation. We don't rehearse. This is
Yep.
not, we didn't even know what we were going to talk about tonight. We just hi and start. And expanded minds is the theme, but you see how it kind of goes all the way around.
Yep.
And there's no better way of getting to know someone than to just be yourself and just share your thoughts and just know you're in safe company because it's that namaste, right? I see in you, you see in me. We're,
That's right.
it's all good. I hope to hear or that she'll come on. And like I said, this platform's beautiful because you can also come on for a while if you want, and then you can pop off. Like you don't have to stay the whole time if that's baby steps, and or you can come on and stay the whole time. Like I just like the flexibility. There's 4 people that can fit up on the camera on stage, so We can bring people
So I
on.
just want to say
Mhm.
to everybody of the world, we've got an Emily, Woody Wonderful, Ingershay, we have Valerie, we have some wonderful people in the audience. And I want to just let you know, to the people I'm talking to offline and to the people we're talking to online, we welcome you to the stage.
Absolutely.
She is as cool as she seems. That's all I got to say.
What?
Okay.
Well, I'm excited, guys, to go out to dinner. I will tell you next time how it went. Oh, you know what? You just reminded me also. I did do the reading with the winner, Kathy, from last month. And then
Yay.
we never met again afterwards to do another drawing or whatever. So I'll just say tonight that um, Maggie's going to give us a question in just a minute. That if you answer on YouTube, if you answer it in YouTube, then you get automatically placed into a drawing for free tarot reading. So, what's the question for tonight, Maggie? Talk about putting her on the spot. Yeah.
Okay, here's the question. No, I am spot girls. Don't you see my little spiders? We're on the spot. Okay, here's the question.
Okay.
If you could go anywhere, anywhere. Okay, so I want to say on the planet, on the earth, but let's say somebody likes aliens and it's her birthday. So if you could go anywhere, where would you go and why?
Well, I'm going to answer that first. And then, like I said, go to YouTube and answer in the comments your answer. And then you'll be put in the drawing. And then we will announce it on the next time we meet. So, I would like to go to, I mean, you're going to laugh, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I would like to go to
I'm
Amphibian.
getting emotional.
Amphibian
I can
is
feel it.
one of my home planets, probably my home planet, probably my first home planet. Where I think I kind of look like a frog slash Geico lizard. I did a past life regression
Mm.
on myself, and that's what I saw. And then I explored it and found out that it's amphibian is where amphibians, that whole DNA is part of Earth's soup.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mm-hmm.
it's a I saw green and purple, and was told by a psych. She goes, "Yeah, that's the energy. Is this laid back kind of?" She's like Barney, like, "Hi," like everything's love and happiness. And I was like, "Yeah, I have that. I have this gift of being going into my whoosh. You know how a lot of people go into the astral realm and hang out. I don't do that. Um, I go other places in the universe, and I have this whoosh. Um, it just takes me right up off planet, and it's where I would go in, like, if I could go anywhere and come back to Earth. Like, I'd like to go for, like, go visit and come back, but from what I understand, it's really too far away. Like, it's out of galaxy. It's out of this galaxy, and possibly dimension. I really don't know. I don't know how it all works. And I know it sounds bizarre, but I really resonate with it, and it's
No, you have what you want.
that's where I would go.
It's your birthday, it's your dream, it's your, each and every one of you just know that as long as we're not harming anyone and it's higher order values, you can dream whatever dream. Look at what Disney has done with Disneyland. Whether you agree with certain things that go on there, but you cannot deny the incredible imagination and creation that has occurred through Disney.
May I also
Um,
point out,
that is
Disney had ADHD, they suspect.
Thank you. It's good for lots of things.
No, but Walt Disney, Walt Disney. with someone that thought outside the box, and when you really dig into his story, they're pretty sure he had ADHD. So it just reminded me, since this
Yeah,
channel is also we also talk about ADHD. But yes, the creativity, your imagination can take you anywhere. And if it can take me to Amphibian and
that's
see
right.
those things for myself, that is one of our greatest gifts. Absolutely, for sure. So use it well when you think about your
Yeah.
answer, even if it's to go down the street and have tacos. So you can go anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
anywhere at all.
Love
All right, well, girlfriend, I
that.
love talking to you. Thank you for celebrating my birthday tonight with me,
I love
everybody.
talking to you.
And I will see you soon. We'll have to
And
plan like
happy
next week or
birthday. We
something,
love you.
okay? Big hugs. Bye,
Yes,
guys.
so much love to you. Happy birthday. Have a wonderful time.
Thank
All
you.
right. Peace in. Peace out.
Peace out.